It's been more than a month since two teens were shot and killed at a bus stop near Rainier Beach High School. No arrest has been made. And as the community searches for answers, the Seattle CityClub is inviting the public to an event tomorrow night called The Cost of Access, Youth, Guns, and the Path Forward. I will be moderating the conversation with King County Prosecutor Lisa Mannion, Seattle Police Captain Heidi Tuttle, and Paul Patu, co-founder of Urban Family. That's a nonprofit that helps stabilize communities following violence and helps support kids in challenging environments. Paul Patu joins us now. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
You know, that double murder near Rainier Beach High School left a lot of parents and kids feeling unsafe. What kind of work has Urban Family been doing recently in the community in the aftermath?
A lot of care and support. You know, when violence like this happens, it just doesn't happen to any one group. Violence impacts us, all of us, at every level, both the schools there as well as the families that live in the neighborhood. And so it kind of shook us to our core. But what I'm pleased by is the community's response to kind of work on this thing together.
You know, nobody in an official capacity ever wants to say that Seattle and Tacoma have a gang problem. Chief Barnes did at least refer to it as organized group violence, and he didn't shy away when asked about it. But have you been able to make inroads to steer some of those kids to a better path?
Yeah, so, you know, it's kind of a complicated thing, right? And so I think that young people that do not have opportunities or positive opportunities find negative opportunities readily available for them, unfortunately. There's an old proverb that says that children that are not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. And I think, you know, what's chilling about that statement is that, you know, oftentimes young people that are not guided and given the right opportunities, you know, they choose other negative means to feel like they belong.
During the race for mayor, I asked Katie Wilson if she would support returning school resource officers to campus. She told me she does not support SROs on campus. We talked to a lot of parents who want more of a police presence around schools, especially Rainier Beach area and Garfield. Do you think, though, that would help?
I think a partnership, a holistic partnership with law enforcement and other groups in our community are extremely important. I think that we need a more holistic and balanced approach. Enforcement alone won't work, and neither will just prevention. And so we're really leaning forward and wanting to lock arms with both law enforcement as well as other preventative groups to tackle this issue. It's not a one-size-fits-all, but rather all of us trying to make a difference and impact together.
What do you think people will come away with tomorrow night after hearing the discussion and asking questions?
I hope they want to get involved. I hope that they feel like they play a role in our public safety. Everyone plays a role in our public safety. Whenever you have, you know, an opportunity to be able to support communities that have a lack of resource and a lack of opportunity for young people, that's one side of the equation. And then the other aspect is, you know, being able to support you know, groups that that are fighting against you know, the traffic. You know, no one asked the big question, like, how are all these guns getting into our neighborhoods, right? And so I think there needs to be a balanced approach. There needs to be targeted enforcement against trafficking and you know, repeat violent offenders. But then there also needs to be an investment of community violence interruptions and intervention programs, mentorship programs, trauma-informed support services, and economic opportunities for people as well.
Well, it's going to be a fascinating discussion. We appreciate you being part of it. Paul Patu, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to attend the Seattle City Club event tomorrow night at the Collective at 400 Dexter Avenue, go to seattlecity.club.org. They have a link to the tickets there. There is a cost. It's $20 for adults, $12.50 for seniors. The reception opens at 5:30, and the discussion will start at 6:30 p.m.